that's it.
The ball comes out. It's complete to Brown, right side. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Caught, XxterraryzingxX's right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he's got Decker, left side. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And the former Arizona Wildcat, Folk, gets this one to go. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Jets, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll head back.
Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points. A portion of your remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Here are all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select a player to learn more. Select to scout this player and unlock his best skill. Use this information during the draft to make your picks. Each skill unlocked will cost you scouting points. Spend as many as you can each week. Unlock this player's true skill ranking to see if he is a diamond. You have a big decision to make about one of your players.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. I'm breaking in.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, the passing game will be a focus. The Jets are #1 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against a Ravens team that will need to avoid those turnovers. Now for the call of this Week 7 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
They come out here in the eye. Now a carry here for Terrence West. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. Marcus Williams there to make the tackle. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Flacco here on second down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Third down, Flacco from the gun. And that is incomplete. Kamar Aiken, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him free on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now Gino. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
They'll get 17 yards there, and that's good for a Jet first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kamale Correa, the rookie from Boise State, in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Eric Decker, the intended target, and it's third down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Gino now to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep for the Ravens, Michael Campanaro. And he did get it back, I do think. Yes, so no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The drive begins with a handoff to West. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Second down, Flacco now. And his throw is incomplete. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Third and long for Joe Flacco. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jordan Jenkins, the rookie from Georgia, in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a first down. On 1st and 10, Smith. Looking for Decker, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run. They made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
On second down, Flacco to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 36. Look at this spin.
Balance.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets take possession. And the Ravens defense, they get ready, and they trot back out onto the field. They got a little steam following the interception the last time they were out there, Charles.
And they want to keep that going now, because once you get...
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. C.J. Mosley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Normally, when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back, because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Throwing now is Gino. Going deep now for Decker. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a